A very good morning, students. Yes, today we are meeting on the occasion of Diwali. I wish you all a very happy Diwali. Hope this Diwali brings you prosperity, lots of prosperity, health and wealth to your family, and hope you will clear your CA foundation exam with 75 plus score, and you will flourish in CA Inter and final. All the best, students. My best wishes are with you all. Hope to see you all in CA Inter after this December 2020 attempt. Yes, students, my best wishes, our whole team's best wishes are with you. Me, Ankur sir, Adarsh sir, and Monish sir. We all wish you a very happy Diwali from the whole Unacademy Just CA Foundation and the whole Unacademy team. Thank you, students, for this support. Because of your support, we have today, yes, on this auspicious day, we are completing our 4 months journey. Yes, students, thanks a lot. We have started this channel in July. So July, August, September, October, and this is the half of the mid of the November. So thank you, students, for your this kind support. We have seen lots of new students coming and joining. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for your love and affection. We have received lots of mails for wishing happy Diwali. Thank you, students. Thanks a lot. I can see that you all are supporting us, loving us, studying from us, and getting benefited. Yes, students, we will be available for you always. If you have any problem regarding your CA curriculum, career, or any problem, yes, we are there for you. Just a message away. Yes, students, you can DM us on your Unacademy app profile, so that we can communicate. Yes, students, all the best once again. Yes, all the best for this Diwali. Enjoy your Diwali. Be safe, be at home. Yes, students, this time I'm saying be safe and be at home because of this COVID pandemic. Please be safe and be at home. Use all precautionary measures which are issued by government of India, so that you are safe and will be able to give the attempt safely. Thank you, students. Thank you. So yes, yesterday we have completed with functions. Today we are going to study relations. Student, why I am giving so much weightage for this topic? Because this topic is really very important for understanding purpose of differentiation and integration. So don't look at from the perspective of that we are studying functions or relations. Look with the perspective that we are studying the differential and integral calculus. Okay, so you will enjoy it more. Okay, so because the weightage on this topic is less in exam, but yes, this is very important for understanding the purpose of the your differential and integral calculus. So students, before going ahead, what you have to do, you have to subscribe the Unacademy learning app channel. Okay, learning app, sorry. So process is simple. Just go to your app store or play store, install the app, download it, and just hold on. You have to install the app, download it, and you will be able to join the Unacademy app. Next process, just select the CA foundation and intermediate. Select CA foundation intermediate as your goal. Next, you have to click on this get subscription button so that you can subscribe the channel. The process is simple. Just subscribe the channel. You will find this window in which you have multiple payment options: monthly, quarterly, half yearly, yearly, and 2 yearly packages are available. Apart from this, if you require additional 10% discount in this cost, which is already very low, what you can do, you can use my code, which is CARS. Yes, CARS is my code, so that you can avail additional 10% discount and get benefited from that. Next, students, just search my profile on the app and follow it, so that any lecture which I upload or which I take on the Unacademy app, you won't miss any lectures. Yes, students, so please subscribe to the channel, our channel Just CA Foundation, and my profile, which is CA Rajgopal on Unacademy. So students, quickly we will start our today's session, which is very easy session. Just a second. Yes. So what we have seen yesterday is that functions, if we write x is equals to y plus 2, sorry, y is equals to x plus 2, then we say y is a function of x. Y is equals to x plus 2, y is a function of x, y is a dependent variable and x is a independent variable. So we have seen that for one input we cannot have two outputs. Say for one value of x we cannot have two values of y. For one value of x we cannot have two values of y. So if we do that, that is not a function, it is not a function, it will become a relation, it will become a relation. So we will see the definition of relation. If you have understood the concept of functions, the relation is very easy. The relation is very easy. For multiple values of x there can be one value of y. Okay, for multiple value of x there can be one value of y. For what one value of x there cannot be multiple values of y, then it is not a function, it is a relation. So students, relation can be anything. Relations can be anything. Okay, like brother sister, it is also a relation. Yes, but it is not a function, but it is not a function, it is a relation. So relationship between each and every item, each and everything. So relation could be anything, but for this academic purpose we will see the relation in between two sets, and we write it as, the notation is the relation from set A to set B. It is read as again function f. We say the function f from R to R, yes, from real number to real number. So the relation is from set A to set B. So we define it as R is equals to A comma B P of x. This is the technical notation for the relationship. It simply means A into B. A into B. You will see, we will understand it with one example. Okay, we will understand with one example. If A is equals to, say A is equals to 1, 2 and 3, B is equals to 1 and 6, and the relationship is P of xy. P of xy is equals to, the relation between x and y is x is less than y. X is less than y. This is the relationship between x and y. So we have to calculate the ordered pairs for satisfying this equation, or rather this expression, satisfying this expression. So first we will calculate all possible pairs. Easy. So we'll calculate A into B. So A into B will be 1 into 1, 1 comma 1, sorry. Then 1 into 6, 1 comma 6. Then 2 1, 2 6, 3 1 and 3 6. Okay, so these are the possible relationships. Okay, so 1 1 1 6, it is 6 1 6, 1 1 1 6, 2 1 2 6, 3 1 and 3 6. So now we want x is less than y. So the first term is x, second term is y. So the first term should be less than the second term. So we will say P of xy, the ordered pair satisfying the equation x less than y is 1 6. Okay, this is the first relation. Second is 3 6, 1 6 and 3 6. I guess there are only two pairs, 1 6 and 2 6 also. Yes, 2 6, 1 6, 2 6 and 3 6. So these are the three pairs satisfying the relation that x should be less than y. So first term is less than the second term. So it will be 1 6, 2 6 and 3 6. Easy, very easy. We will see one more example. A is equals to 2 comma 3 comma 4. b is equals to 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6, 3 4 5 and 6, and the relationship between x and y is equals to x divides y, x divides y. So we will first find the ordered pairs, the possible ordered pairs of a into b. So 2 3, 2 3, then 3 4, 2 3, 3 4. Sorry, first we'll formulate with 2 only. So 2 3, 2 4, 2 5 and 2 6. Like that, 3 4 3 5 3 6, 4 4 4 5 4 3 4 4 4 5 4 6, like that. Okay, so last pair will be 4 6, 4 6. Now we want the relationship of x divides y. So the first pair will be 2 divides 4, yes, so 2 and 4 will be the first pair. 2 divides 6 will be the second pair. 3 divides 3, yes. 3 divides 6, yes. 4 divides 4, yes. Now I don't think there is any pair left. I guess this is the answer. 2 4 2 6 3 3 3 6 and 4 4. Yes, this is the right answer. This is the right answer. So we have founded the pairs like 2 4 2 6 3 3 3 6 and 4 4. So these are the relation. These are the relation. So we need to calculate the ordered pair for the given relation. For the given relation. Now we will see types of relation. Types of relation. First is inverse. Inverse relation. What do we mean by inverse relation? We will see directly, we will see the example, you will understand it better. A is given as 1 2 and 3, B is x comma y, and the relation is already given in ordered pairs. R is 1x 1y and 3x. They have just provided these values. Okay, not able to see the relation properly. I will write it down. R is equals to 1x 1y and 3x. They have just directly provided the relationship. We don't know what is the relationship. They have just given the ordered pairs. So 1x 1y and 3x is the ordered pairs for the relation. They have directly provided the ordered pairs for the relation. Now they have asked to find R inverse. They have asked to find the R inverse. So what we will do, we will just reverse the domain and range. Yes, this is domain, this is range. So we will flip the domain and range. We will flip the domain and range. We have seen yesterday what is domain and what is range, or what is domain and what is codomain. So we will flip this just to, so R inverse is the inverse of the first relationship. First relationship is from 1 to x, then second will be x to 1. Easy. So in diagram, in our diagram, if it is first relationship was, this is 1, say this is x, so from 1 to x, so the second, the reverse will be x to 1. This is the inverse relationship. This is the, not inverse function, it is the inverse relationship. Please do not confuse it with the reflexive. Reflexive is different. Okay, we will see what is reflexive. Reflexive is different, inverse is different. Please do not confuse yourself with reflexive relationship. Lots of students ask me that, sir, inverse, what is the difference between inverse and reflexive? So they are different. We will see what is the difference. They are not same. They are not same. Okay, so this was the inverse relationship. This was the inverse relationship. Next, identity relation. Identity relation, like in functions, when we map a with a, set a with a, set a, or we relate set a with a, this is called the identity relation. Example, for example, if you want it, a is say 1 and 2, So the identity relation will be A into A into A, and it will be 1 1 1 2 2 1 and 2 2 1 1 1 2 2 1 and 2 2. We are mapping A with A. Sorry, 1 1 1 2 2 1 2 2. Correct. 1 1 1 2 2 1 2 2. We are mapping A with A. So both the brackets are A. So 1 1 1 2 2 1 2 2. This is identity relationship. This is identity relationship. Next, void relation. Void relationship. The relationship, it is not possible. Simple. Relationship which is not possible, which is not possible, is a void relationship. Is a void relationship. If you want, we can see an example. A is 2 3 5 and B is equals to 7 and 11, and in one relationship of X and Y, that A divides B. A divides B. As you can see, these all are prime numbers. They are not divisible by anyone except themselves. So this is the void relationship. So the set of the relationship will be a null set. A null set. Sorry, relationship, not the multiplication. The PXY will be a null set. Okay, a null set. As this relationship is a void relationship, so we will get a null set because prime numbers are not divisible by except one and themselves. So 2 is not divisible by 7, 3 and 5 and so on. Next, this was the void relationship. Now we will come to the important part, which is reflexive relation. Reflexive relations. We will see one example directly, so we will understand it better. If S be the set of all straight lines, set of all straight lines in a plane, and Pxy is defined as X is parallel to Y. X is parallel to Y. So this is the reflexive relationship. How? Because X is parallel to Y and itself. X is parallel to Y and itself, because every straight line X is parallel to Y and itself. So in reflexive relationship, what is the relationship between the two should be with the terminology, with the terminology also. Okay, in this case, if X is parallel to Y, so X should parallel to itself also. Like the relationship of human being, we have the relationship of human being, I have the relationship of human being with myself also. Okay, so it is a reflexive relationship. The relationship with the others should be with the ourself. Okay, so X is parallel to Y and X is parallel to itself, so it is the reflexive relationship. Next is symmetric. If X is related to Y, then in same way Y should be related to related to x, like x and y are brothers, so x is brother to y is brother to x, so the relationship is same. So we'll say the same condition, parallelity. If x is parallel to y, then y is also parallel to x. So this is the symmetric relation. What is reflexive? X is parallel to y, x is parallel to itself. What is symmetric? X is parallel to y is also parallel to x. So if x is related to y in some manner, then in same manner y should be related to x. This is symmetric. Then anti-symmetric. If x is related to y, then y is also related to x. But not in same manner. Same manner, but not in same manner. Like brother sister, x and y are brother sister. So y is sister to x, but x is brother to y. So this is the anti-symmetric relationship. Though they are related, but not in the same manner. Not in the same manner. Next is transitive. Transitive. If x is related to y and y is related to z, then x should be related to z. This is transitive. If x is a friend of y is a friend of z, then x is a friend of z. Dost ka dost. Okay. So we will see with example. If x is parallel to y and y is parallel to z, then this implies that x is parallel to z also. Okay. This is transitive relationship. This is transitive relationship. Next, an important one, equivalence. Not equivalent or equal. It is equivalence. Equivalence relationship. Equivalence relationship. It is a combination of three. Combination of three. Number one, reflexive. Number two, symmetric. And number three, transitive. If any relation satisfy all these conditions simultaneously, then we call that relation as equivalence. Like the condition of parallelity. Condition of parallelity. X is parallel to y, x is parallel to itself. X is parallel to y is parallel to x. X parallel to y parallel z, then x parallel z. Okay. So the condition for parallelity is the example for equivalence relationship, in which we satisfy all the three type of relationship: reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Okay. 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 So please write down all this relationship in your formula sheet. I am once again repeating, please form your formula sheet quickly if you have not yet done it. If you already formed it, please update it on regular basis and revise it on daily basis. Okay. As the exams are very near, you can revise it twice a day also. So please revise the formula sheet on daily basis, because if you are revising formula sheet on daily basis, you will be able to score at least 15 marks extra in your CA foundation mathematics exam. Okay. So please form formula sheet, because we want to score 75 plus. Okay. So if you want to score 75 plus, then formula sheet, the preparation of formula sheet is mandatory and not recommendatory. So please formulate it. If you have not yet formulated it, please form the formula sheet, revise it on daily basis. Revise it on daily basis. Now we'll see few questions. Quickly we will see few questions on set relation and function, set function relation. the range of the function, the range of the function g from a to n, the range of the function g from a to n, where g of x, is equals to twice x, and where a is equals to, a is a set of all x, belonging to n, and x is less than equal to 5. Okay, so basically a is 1 2 3 4 5, a is 1 2 3 4 5, and g of x is twice x. So simply put the value of 1 a in this equation, so we will get 1 sorry 1 into 2 2, 1 into 2, 2 into 2 4, 2 into 3 6, 2 into 4 8, and 10. So 2 4 6 8 will be the range, because the domain, a is domain, yes, from a to n, that means a is domain and n is the codomain. The range will be, while putting the values of domain in the function, we will get the range. So 2 4 6 8 10 is the range for the given function with the values 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, next question. Let a function f from r to r, means real numbers to real number, a function f from r to r, that is real numbers to real numbers, and f of x is equals to 2 power x, f of x equals to 2 power x, then the range of f, I will give you the options. Option A, n, that is set of natural numbers. Option B, r positive, that is set of positive real numbers. R negative, that is set of negative real numbers. And D, set of integers I, So four options are real numbers, positive real numbers, negative real numbers, or integers. So students, please understand that if we are calculating the power for any number, if I put any value, say I put minus 2, so it will become 1 by 4. Okay, if I put plus 2, it will become 4. If I put any value, say minus 0.3589, so it will become 1 upon 2 power 0.3589, but it will never be a negative number. Because every power, even negative powers, will convert the answer into positive. So we will always have the answer in positive terms. So if the domain is real number, we put all the values of real number here, so we will get the all the values as positive real numbers. We'll get the values as positive real numbers. Okay, so r plus. Why r plus? Because we are calculating 2 power x. So power x is negative or positive, the answer will always be positive only. So the answer will be r positive. All positive real numbers. All positive real numbers. Okay, understood? Easy? Yes, it was easy. It was a easy question. Next question. F of x is equals to x plus 3. G of x is equals to x cube. Find g of f of, this is the composite function. What you do, you have to insert function f into function g. So what we will do, we will put whole this function in function g. So in function g, wherever you find x, put whole function x plus 3. So there is only one x, so what we will do, we will put x plus 3 instead of x. So this will be x plus 3 whole cube. What is a plus b whole cube? A cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Okay, a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. So this is g of f of x. This is g of f of x. Easy, easy. Yes, it is very, very easy. It is very, very easy. One more question on composite function. If function from R to R, that is real number to real number, and f of x is equals to x cube minus 3x plus 2, x cube minus 3x plus 2, then find f of x, f of x. Okay, we have to find f of x. So what we will do, we have to put the whole function f in function f itself. So wherever we find x, we'll put the whole function x, function f, sorry. So this is the first term x, so this will become x cube minus 3x plus 2 whole cube. Okay, why? Because here we have x, so we'll put whole function f instead of x, minus 3 into x cube minus 3x plus 2, and lastly 2 as it is. So this is f of x. This is f of easy. Understood? Yes. So students, we will stop our lecture here today. Please revise these concepts, okay, relation and functions, because functions are very important for understanding purpose of differentiation and integration. So students, what you have to do, if you have not yet liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. And lastly, if you have to subscribe for Unacademy app, please use my code, which is CA Raj Gopal or CARS cars. You can use any code, both code belongs to me. So please use my code so that you can avail additional 10% discount also. So students, once again, very, very happy Diwali. A very, very happy Diwali to all of you, your family, from the whole Unacademy team. All the best for your exams. Hope to see you in CA Inter in January 2021. Okay, all the best students, all the best.